I know one person, they've actually gone out and bought themselves a special pen. And so, by them having that pen when they're in meetings, they can look at it and think, right, this is where I need to be because the pen's my reminder. And, you know, of course you can't put something in a big backpack and carry it around with you to all these meetings with you. So we've got to find something small and something that's going to give you a good feeling, knowing that's what the object's for, that the object is good for you too. So it could be just something that you're taking in with you when you go to these meetings.
I quite like that idea. I was kind of thinking I could get a bit of a bracelet with different things on it, like beads or something, and I could kind of attach, if every bead I could attach a kind of memory or reminder of someone I've worked well with that has appreciated my work.
And then, of course, this then is going to expand, isn't it? It's going to get bigger. So where are we going to start with that?
Well, I could give that a go. I'd be quite happy to go and buy a bracelet and give some thought to some really good memories of good pieces of work I've done. And link the two together.
Yeah, and as I said, this is probably a big change that we've got to try and focus around the change of the self-doubt. And but start with small things and those reminders, and so that's a wonderful idea. And it doesn't have to be expensive. You don't have to go and buy 24-carat gold bracelets to put on
Well,
it.
they've got these really nice bracelets now where you can get these little individual beads and you can choose them all. And so that I like that idea.
Right. So, before next week, then, when you come back, you're going to have a bracelet.
Yes. Yeah.
And hopefully, you'll have some beads on it. And I don't see any reason why there aren't going to be any beads on it, because you've already told me there's some wonderful things already. But, as you said, you put some wonderful ideas about good things of how you've helped people and everything like that and had good results. What about just good results for yourself?
Sorry?
What about just good results that you've achieved just for yourself?
What do you mean?
Did you go to university?
Yeah.
Did you pass?
Yeah.
Did you pass this 11 plus examination?
Yeah, but it's always kind of tinged with I don't know, questions, I suppose, because I've had so much, like I was just reminded while we were speaking of my first husband, and I remember him saying, derisively, whatever the word is, saying, "Oh, you might be clever with books and things, but you ain't got any common sense." He was a Cockney. And so, even my achievements have been belittled.
Yeah. Which is what other people have done, of course. But as you said, as you were saying, it's taken on board. So we've got an idea to start with something to try and keep those thoughts positive and keep reminding yourself about these little achievements that you achieve through your work. The anxiety with it, sort of looking at that and thinking how to sort of cope with that. How have you coped with it? Sort of, or what's easiest way you find for coping with
it? I don't know how I cope with it really. I just push myself and force myself to carry on. And when I get home, I do sometimes kind of escape, either in a good book or a good movie, or often with glasses of wine, and just forget about it all. But I just force myself to continue.
So that was sort of interesting. We didn't really talk too much last time about that, and you sort of get lost in glasses of wine. Tell me more about that.
Well, it just helps you I don't know, it just takes you to a slightly different place.
So how many glasses of wine do you have?
Oh, I don't have much really. The most is 3, really.
And that would be once a week, twice a week?
Oh, a couple of times.
A couple of times a week, twice a week? 3 times a month?
2 or 3.
2 or 3 times a week?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just keep that in check, eh? And we might sort of do some more work around that when we get a little bit more being able to deal with some of the day-to-day issues which are going on. Because it was interesting that you sort of said that you had some medical discoveries on your health, and whilst you were going through that, until a lot of these discoveries were made, your mind wasn't really operating to its best.
No.
And then once you came and discovered that it was the celiac, it was this, and you changed diets and things started to happen, you started feeling better. So, and it is quite powerful how when we're living a healthy lifestyle, how our attitude towards ourselves automatically changes. We think better, we behave better, we don't have so many negative thoughts. And that is healthy eating, exercise, and thinking good thoughts. They're all important to our well-being. What we've got to look at is not just maybe sometimes going up what's going on here, but our whole. And as you said, once some discoveries have been made, you actually started to change from where you were. So that also comes down to diet and exercise. Now, when I talk about diet, it's not let's go on a diet. It is what are we actually putting in our bodies to nourish our bodies. And exercise, which makes us feel a lot better and a lot more comfortable about ourselves. So for the anxiety, for the self-doubt, we've got our little bracelet that we're going to start building on. And to help that, we've got to stay in focus. So we've got to look at how much exercise do you do?
Well, I usually get to the gym once a week, and I'm always trying to go more often. When it's nice, I do like to go for a walk, but I do find it very difficult because I work full time and I have 2 teenage children at home, and I'm busy just running them around, and so I find the timing very difficult. I would like to find a better balance.
So if you look at, let's say, and then understand about all this family life, I'm in the same position with teenagers, and we're running them around here, there, and everywhere, and they want this and they want that. Sometimes what I say, I want, or not, I want what's best for me. And it's not saying no to them. What time do you normally go to the gym when you go during the week?
I'll try and get there after work on Monday. But like I was supposed to go today at 12:30, but I had to ring and cancel because I was in the middle of meetings and just couldn't get out. So that tactic didn't work. I'm trying midday. I might try and go before work starts. We'll see.
And you get up a bit earlier?
No, but it means after I take the kids to school, I'm thinking of going for an hour because I can easily work an hour later. And doing it that way around rather than trying to go after work.
So we're sort of going to make on our little plan a commitment to how we're going to operate to go to the gym twice a week.
Well, it would be a goal. The problem is I still get very tired. And I know physically I do, whilst I need the benefits of the exercise, at the same time I also know with my body I have to be very careful not to overdo it. And I've learned through hard experience that when I'm tired I have to just rest. I mean, sometimes I come home from work and just go to bed, basically.
So how long would you spend at the gym?
Oh, just an hour.
Yeah. So if we changed it a little bit, and instead of going there once a week and spending an hour there, go twice a week and spend half an hour. And then, therefore, you might be able to achieve doing that in your lunch break. Which gets you out of the office, gets you into another environment, lets you forget about the office work just for a little while.
I know that sounds good and it sounds sensible. I'm just not sure I can do that. It's so hard once you get into work because I have an endless list of really important things that all have to be done.
And they all mount up, and you don't have a break at lunchtime?
Well, oftentimes I don't.
Oftentimes you don't. And so, don't have a break for lunchtime. After 3 o'clock, how efficient are you at work?
Still doing things.
Still doing things? Same capacity as you're doing?
I eat. I just eat at my desk. Or I'll take 10 minutes to eat and then go back to my desk.
It's interesting how sort of some studies have been done that they find that people that do that, and a lot of people do that, don't deny that, you know, but because they don't stop and give their brain a relax, by 3:30, 4 o'clock, they've done their days at work. Even though they are working there at their desk, and some of them work till 6 o'clock at night, there is actually not a lot of efficient productivity going on. And the ones that seem to get away and have a little bit of refreshed air or get right out of that environment and come back in and operate to that full extent for the rest of the time period, and they find that the job is getting done more efficiently.
I think what I could commit to is not going to the gym at lunch, but I could plan to just go for a walk outside
Yeah, and that's all we're saying is exercise. Doesn't need to go to the gym to have a big workout, get a sweat on, go for a walk, get some fresh air. And as they say, smell the roses. Right. So, what have we got? We've got our bracelet, and we've got a commitment to go for a walk at lunchtime. How many times a week are we going to do that?
I can do that twice a week. Sure.
So I think at the moment that's where we leave it. And then next week when we come back, we can see how that's gone. We can do a little bit more talking about what's going on in your life. And we can start adding and building this plan.
Sounds good.
And don't forget, use the little things of when something happens, of how you're feeling, just to recognise it.
Yes, I will use that again, because I did find it quite useful.
And forget about being perfect at it. Alright? Doing it and getting something from it is what's important. You don't need to fill it in how we filled it in the other week. But hey, this is going on, this is how I'm feeling. Cool. Check.
Yeah.
So, I'll leave you with that. So, we should really basically get you to sign this, shouldn't we? And I'll sign it.
Okay.
And I'll get a copy, and we'll both have a copy, and we can check it in next week when you bring it back.
Okay, that sounds good. So what do I get if I do all this? Do I get a bad chocolate?
A good feeling. To feel wonderful about ourselves that we're doing something. And we reminded ourselves how good we are.
Does it never occur to you that perhaps we're not that good? I mean, this is for the end of the tape. You can just wipe this off.
I don't know how to do that. Anyway, we'll go and make an appointment, right? We'll go and see Rosie and make an appointment for her.
And maybe it's all a load of bollocks and we're absolute shit.